Okay, I think we are live. What is up, big noobs? Let me quickly go get the strum link. I'll post that in the Discord, and then we'll get straight into hunting. We're probably not gonna do too much balancing today. I freaking stayed up like last night until like 4 or 5 a.m. just putting stuff down, so we'll try and keep that to a minimum today, but we'll see. I say that, we probably are gonna do it anyway. What's up, Boofers? What's up, Mythicals? What's up, I want to say Spiral, but I feel like I'm wrong. What's up, y'all? What's up, the Penguin? How's it going, man? How's it going, Fresh Cut? I know, man. Do you know how hard it is to shave the back of your head using your bathroom mirror and a freaking handheld mirror? It is stressful. The amount of like, did I get that part? Did I get that part? It's pretty annoying, but hey. It takes like an hour, and now my head is nice and smooth for one day. The smoothness is only here for one day, and then I get stubble. So, yeah. You been cooking? Damn. What you got? What you got? Spiral? Okay, I'm like, bro, I'm dumb as hell. I'm just trying to like read it like, I am assuming Spiral. I have no idea, Lou. We're trying to get the Gamma Metronet. That is obviously the #1 reward. But I wouldn't mind getting any of the Gamma reskins, or Gleaming Halloween Dusket as well. What's up, Isaac? How's it going? Is the new Halloween event any good? I feel like I'm gonna be biased. I'm always gonna say yeah because I work on the game. So I mean, yeah, man, it's pretty good. If I had to say, yeah. What's up, JL? How's it going? How's it going? Sent it in DMs, bro. I don't open DMs on stream, man. Especially right now. I don't know what's happened on Roblox. I'm assuming it's because like all of like the big trading scene from like other games like CSGO have realized like, oh, Roblox's limiters are like so lucrative. The amount of like DMs I get like asking like, hey, can you reach out to this person? I know you're friends with them and I really want to trade for their Red Time Sparkle fedora. It's like, bro, no, leave me alone. So yeah, I think I got like 3 of those today. Like DM like, hey, can you reach out to this person for me? Saying I'm trying to DM them? Like, hell no, bro. Hell no. Dressing up as Sumobito for Halloween. You've already gotten the body, just need 2 arms. Hey, nice. Catch every Metronet you find. I will when I do the 24-hour hunting video. I just don't want to get too many of them. I'm running out of like alt accounts to store all my finds on. Do I do anything besides balancing? Testing. I do like all of the stats, abilities, moves, NPC battles. That isn't like the first battle theater. Everything after the first battle theater, nah. Everything up to the Ikazune fight I didn't work on. I think I did the second battle theater. It's been so long. It's been so long. I don't do those 24-hour hunting videos straight. I do like maybe like 3 days, 8 hours maybe. I usually just like watch shows or I'm in Discord calls or like if I'm in a meeting like might as well pull up hunting. Might as well. Am I gonna go live? Nah, we'll probably do like a shorter stream. I just got some laundry that I gotta do, and then I actually have to record. I didn't record last night because people are like, hey, this is a good idea. I'm like, fine. So I didn't get a record last night either. I was balancing. What am I looking at this event? Mostly the Gamma Metronet, but I'll take any of the reskins. I'm not, like, too fussy about it. I hear there's gonna be a restricted format? Yes. Let me pull up the docs. Okay, there's document 1. These are the next season balance changes. I haven't decided yet fully if this is gonna be season 1 for year 2. So I've just like labeled it here like weather season. I'm not entirely too sure which order I'm gonna do these in. I might switch them around. We'll see. So that is document 1. This is document 2. So this is season 2 for year 2. So season 1's idea is to make it entirely weather focused. All of the buffs are weather related just to get weather up and going. And then season 2 is going to be introducing the first doubles, like 2v2, like double battles. And it will also include or introduce a restricted format. So every legendary is going to be restricted. You can't bring like a full team of legendaries. The idea is, if you want to bring a legendary, you can pick one of them. And then you're not allowed to bring any lures. Although there still will be a ban. Like, these Loomians are just bans. You just can't use them. These ones are like, you can bring one of these. I guess I can zoom in a little bit as well. But yeah, that is the idea. And then I have another document for this. So these are just like future balance changes in general. These will just take place wherever I can make them fit. Because like none of these are like weather related. Actually no, I guess Deladrix is a weather related one. Yeah, Deladrix, that one is definitely. Buffing the weather Loomian, that's weather related. Hydrine, Wave Wrecker. Okay, let me save that and get rid of that. Okay, nice. What's the best thing you found this event? We got a alpha Sorcha, an alpha Pyramind, an alpha Bunpuff reskin, a lot, and I mean a lot, of alpha Kapoink reskins. Mag Revenant is also weather related because it's Prowler. I guess we could count that. Do I have Wish Pup on here? No. I do not. Wish Pup. Plus. Oh wait, I don't need the plus on this one. Charred Claws, Magnify. Charred Claws, Magnify. Sure. Oh. Wish Pup. Evo line. There we are. Save that. Get rid of that. Okay, nice. There's that. Skellig Soul Burst. True. Pike is not on there. Brawn Boost and Savage Horn. Actually, wait, would it make sense to give a Skellig? Oh, I was gonna say Wave Wrecker, but Wave Wrecker isn't on this list. That is Season 2. Yeah, Wave Wrecker is here. So yeah, it wouldn't get that in that season. Okay, there. Are we happy now? There's that. So save again. Get rid of Skellig. Brawn Boost and Savage Horn. Okay, now we're good. Okay? We're good now. The list is balance changes for Loomian. These are like future rank seasons that we're gonna have. Yes, I know I'm like working on like 2 different seasons at once, but that's because these are completely different. And also, this year's like ranked seasons have all been like, okay, what Loomians need buff, what Loomians need nerf, just everything in between, everything. Next year, I don't want to do like everything in each season. I'm gonna try and eliminate like, okay, season 1 is the weather season. Every buff and nerf is gonna 99% be weather related. And if like Loomians desperately need a nerf, those can go on there as well, like as like emergency nerfs. That is the idea from now on. Because if you look at like all of the past seasons that we've done for this year, a lot of them are really long and sometimes a little bit confusing. I think it's best just to focus on one very specific thing now. We've got like we've dealt with like all of the problematic things, so now let's just like crack it down and like do specific changes. Velocitrop's can get something else. The idea, well, to be fair, once this season is introduced, Behemoth is going to be a restricted Loomian. So, I actually don't feel that bad if Velocitrops and Behemoth are practically one in the same, with Behemoth just being a better version of Velocitrops. Because if you want Behemoth, you got to use your restricted Loomian on it, whereas Velocitrops you don't. Yeah, also, once restricteds are introduced, I'm probably not going to take them away. So once we go back to like a singles format for like maybe season 3, I'm going to try restricted as well. We'll see how that goes. I'm not entirely too sure how restricted is going to work for singles. Like all of these buffs that we're doing for like, for example, Duskit, this mean-spirited buff for Duskit is actually crazy for singles, but when it comes to doubles, honestly, I don't think Duskit is going to be, like, overwhelming. It has got Phantom Blast, but outside of Phantom Blast, trying to spread status in doubles is a lot tougher. And then you also got to deal with, like, oh, you have, like, Psycho Blast. None of your Ula moves are spread moves. So I don't think Duskit is going to be, like, that overwhelming in doubles at all. But yeah, we'll see. The idealo for Season 1 is weather-related, which is mostly just like giving out Climate Cannon, giving things more options to summon specific weather, maybe like changing a couple of the abilities to match weathers. Which, this one is mostly done. It's just mostly like just adding on like, okay, what are some new moves some like weather Loomians might want? Season 2 is like trying to just mega buff all of the legendaries. Honestly, Duskit might not even need like Pyrokinesis or Charged Claws anymore. I feel like he could probably lose this coverage and just rely on stabs if it's getting that big change. But we'll see. Ikazune got a buff. I know people want Ikazune get more of a buff, but does it need it? Well, okay, for doubles it might need it. For singles, I don't know. Like, Duskit and Ikazune are like solid single Loomians. They're not really good in doubles, I would imagine. Yeah, if I can avoid giving Ikazune Flash and Flee back, I'm gonna try and do that. Can Strasol get toxic coverage? I don't think it needs it. Strasol is overall pretty good. It's just that right now, like, with, I was gonna say El Iguana, but you technically can break through El Iguana after a few times. Like, Strasol's not bad, I would say, personally. I'm just not entirely too sure why people don't use Stratosaur. I'm assuming it's just because Krakaloa is so good, it's actually a detriment to use anything else. Bruh, Kabonga, I swear, bro. I heard you're removing Scorching Skin. Yes, Krakaloa is losing Scorching Skin in this season. It's basically getting Aqua Body, but for ice types. So you can't get Frostbitten anymore, which I guess is cool, but I don't think Krakaloa really cares if he gets Frostbitten that much. Oh yeah, like Tyrex, Meditoad. Yeah, I guess so. Stratosaur's probably the Soul Burst Loomian that I use the most. Like, if you go look at like a lot of my PvP videos, like somewhat recently, or like what I've been showcasing, I feel like I've been using Stratosaur probably as like my only Soul Bursts. Did I go past it? Yeah. Like, the only Soul Burst in here is Imperial Blast for like its specific showcase. Yeah, I think it's mostly just been Stratosaur that I use, to be honest. I actually like Stratosaur. It's, like, if I make a team like, oh, my team's really weak to Toxic, Secret Ability, Stratosaur, call it a day. Oh, I need a fast range attacker that has Magnify. Stratosaur, baby, Stratosaur. It's just that simple. Stratosaur is still good. I like it. Stratosaur getting Typhoon in the doubles. Did I write that down? Because this season was mostly buffing the roamers. I don't think it's plans to get it, because that's not a roamer. Like, that would be like more of like a weather-related thing, so I could give it Typhoon as the weather, but here's the thing. Would you use Typhoon Stratosaur? I guess it hits both opponents, but then you just have like a useless ability, right? Typhoon is spread. Yeah, but then you just have like a nothing burger ability. Because I would assume Stratosaur in doubles is running like what? Dodge? Magnify maybe? Metal Stab? Then Typhoon? Like you wouldn't... Metal Shriek? Oh... I guess you would run Metal Shriek instead of Magnify then? You should totally give Wendelin more coverage. Wendelin actually just doesn't need it. Wendelin is so good. Spirit, Light, Melee, that's all it needs. It like has, what, perfect coverage basically? The only Loomian you can't really touch is Eclipse. I think that's quite literally it. Like, you can hit Luminami, you can hit... I guess you can't hit Lashant. I forgot about Lashant. You can't actually touch Lashant, but you've just fade away on it. Oh, we have Frostbeam for Lashant. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You can finally thrive now that the other two don't have Sharp Claws. Wendelin's always been good. Like, I would say Vesperatu was like your go-to glove user. Ursol was like priority spam. Wendelin had like the niche of being probably the better boot user out of all of them, with like fadeaway as well. The main issue is you just have a lot of other boot contenders, like Ikazune with double pivot. Like, I feel like you would rather have that than Wendelin. I mean, Boots fadeaway is pretty strong. Although it just wasn't like as strong as like the double pivoters, for example. No, Vesperatu will never get fadeaway. I'm telling you, it does not need it. Vesperatu's nerf isn't actually a nerf, bro. It really wasn't. It lost Sharp Claws? Okay, just use the other ability that's 5% less damage. Its nerf was just like a slap on the like back of its hand. Like, it does nothing. I literally don't know why. People saw like nerf next to Vesperatu's name and decided, this thing is dead, we can't use it anymore. We just can't use it. It's still one of the greatest Loomians in the game. Especially like with like Ursul running around, Mutagon, Vesperatu is always gonna be solid. It's like one of the best Loomian to like counter some. Slapdown did get a nerf as well, but I was talking like mostly about the ability. It still has like Nowligash. You just don't get like free item removal just for nuking things. Yeah, the Slapdown nerf was definitely the most impactful one, but I mean still, Harrow, Nowligash, you've still got like Sharpen, Revival, Shadow Sprint. I still think it's fine. It didn't have Nowligash when Sharp Claws was removed. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, it has Provoke now as well. Buff Dialog? No. Dialog is actually getting a nerf. It's on... yeah, this one. Dialog is losing Gale Force. Apparently, handy Gale Force is pretty nuts. If you're doing, like, dynamic speed. So, like, speed is updated mid-turn. I mean, yeah. Vesperatu now with Demanding can run, like, more defensive sets as well. Like when the game first came out, Vesperatu didn't like have any good attacking moves. You quite physically had to run it as like a stall set, Revival and Blood Drain. But you just didn't have like a great ability. Like you did more damage, but you just didn't have any moves that would utilize that damage. But now that it has Demanding, it actually can theoretically go back to that stall one if it wants to. Are we ever going to get more Swift users? Swift users? Yes. Right here. Right here. We're getting more. I just don't want to go too crazy with it. Should have given it Drainage. Could it be possible Cephalops could get a new water move? Water priority? I don't think it needs it. To be honest, like when we do this season, when roamers become restricted, Cephalops is gonna get unbanned and put into the restricted pool. I don't think it needs any changes. I feel like I would rather let it run around without any changes and see how it goes. Hey! Because it's like for doubles, you've still got like a Rageful plushie, you're so tanky, you could easily get that off with Tsunamis. You can just, well, okay. Soul Strain isn't a spread move, I don't think. But it can output a lot of damage and just like stay around for a while. I don't know how good it's going to be in doubles because it's not exactly like a support Loomian. I can see it maybe like being just an unkillable Loomian. But then again, in doubles, it's a lot harder to do that because there's two Loomians. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh, it has Rant as well. I did forget about Rant because nobody plays doubles. So yeah, honestly, I think it's fine. Give Maroon a buff? Honestly, I'm down to like do something for Maroon. I just don't know what exactly. Because Maroon's energy drain feature isn't really worth it anymore with passive energy. Maroon needs a power buff. Is Maroon double target or is it single target? That's quite literally like how long it's been since I've used the move. I'm trying to look. Maroon. I think it's single. It's single target? Okay. It's 70 strength, 45 energy. 45 energy is pretty high, to be honest. Honestly, I think the secondary effect of draining a small amount of energy, we could maybe buff that a little bit. But technically, because it's a draining move, I'm pretty sure it would actually get buffed if Cephalops had it, right? It should. So yeah, I could maybe buff the power a little bit, but I don't know if I would give it to Cephalops. Energy break in being similar, overpriced than it deserves to be. Energy break. I mean, energy break, like, being 50 full energy is, like, pretty meh. Because you're gonna get all of your energy back, so, I mean, honestly, that one's, I would say, fine. Because that one's, like, 85 base power. That's, like, the general, like, go-to, like, fire breath. I think, honestly, energy break is fine. It doesn't boost Cephalops? Are you sure? Is it only, like, the health-draining attacks, not energy drain? That's probably just a bug. Oh, energy break doesn't drain, it just makes them lose energy? Oh. Ooh. Wait, no, it says it's meant to drain. You're gaslighting me. I'm looking at the flavor text, like the description. Launch an attack at the foe that also drains a bit of their energy. It doesn't? Well... Whoops. Okay, well... Oof. Bloodsucker says health specifically. We could maybe buff that, I guess. Again, though, I would probably let Cephalops run without any buffs, see what it needs. Because I feel like in single battles, Cephalops is more than fine. In double battles, I can see it maybe struggling. But yeah, I could probably buff Maroon to like 85 base power as well, make it a little bit weaker than Tsunami. Maybe just 80 power. Because if I'm going to make it 85, I would just make it an exact clone of Energy Break. But I feel like for water-type moves, we already have like so many good ones. I don't think we need to like keep stacking more and more and more. When we soft water for secret ability Elephage, I'm assuming means soft reset. Will it show the replicate when we enter the battle? It should. It should like get the pop-up and it should copy your ability. I would still like recommend getting something like a secret ability Ragoon, something with talent trade, just like double check, I guess. Well, I mean, Cephalops wouldn't boost it right now, so I don't know why Cephalops would even run it, to be honest. Also, yeah, that buff doesn't do anything for Cephalops in double battles, but in single battles, now you just gave it stronger Tsunami. Tsunami hits the ally? Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, there's like communication and stuff. I don't like completely nullify communication of like quad resist or whatever. Hope we get the Metronola. I better. Or else, I'm getting one spawned in. I'm getting one either way, I swear. Please give Duskit talent trade. No, Duskit's already getting a mega buff. Mean Spirit is getting his buff. It's already getting like new moves. Like, that is fine. Like, that's all I would do for Duskit, to be honest. Like, the only thing that I would do now maybe is give it maybe a couple of support moves for double specifically, and that's it. I just don't know what I would give it low for doubles. Also, I looked into like map block, and my god, that move is broken. That move is straight up broken. Like, Imprison would make sense for Duskit. Quick Card would be kind of funny. I don't know if it would use it, but it would surely help it against Shadow Sprint, I guess. That's about it. That's not a Metronet. Talent trade is not for hunting. I mean, technically you could actually use in PvP. You could talent trade your ally to give them mean-spirited. But mean-spirited, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, doesn't sound good in double battles. Trying to spread status elements in doubles does not sound feasible. I feel like that's like fairly gimmicky. Oh, Fog Globe Rancidor. That's actually not a bad idea. Because Rancidor will outspeed and then Duskit comes in. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And then you can't get like out priorited either because Fog's up. Then your Phantom Blast is guaranteed to hit. That's not a bad idea. They can't switch in like their... I guess they could just go into light types. Yeah, I guess they could just go into a light type. Could you give the Nautilus rally moves? I really just don't want to be honest. I think it's kind of funny that they don't have rally moves. Like, I'm fine to buff the fully evolved ones, but I want to keep like the baby form as weak as physically possible. Does Duskit have Safeguard? I don't know. But Safeguard would make sense lore-wise. Honestly, Wonder Herb kind of makes sense for it as well. Now that I think about it, Wonder Herb definitely makes sense. Bro, Duskit has so much because I've buffed it so much over the years. Does it have... Nope, it has Tributes. That's just for Hunting Glow. It does not. I guess I could do that. Okay, doubles buff, baby. Duskit, let's... I'll give it Splitting Headache, sure. If we're making Duskit broken, who cares, right? Who cares? Who cares? Safeguard. And what was the other move I said? Wonder Herb. Talent trade? I don't wanna do talent trade though, man. No. No. Light type upper hand for real? Am I gonna add follow me? We already have bait in the game. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a second powder version. We'll have to wait and see. Like, I feel like that would be like introduced as a signature for like something specific maybe. But nothing in the game right now kind of screams Rage Powder. Honestly, I don't even know if we need it, to be fair. Just give it a trick shot. Well, people are complaining that there's too many sucker punches, so that's why the idea is to keep the majority of them signature. Also, Duskit doesn't need priority as well. Duskit does not need priority. Duskit doesn't need priority to outpace all of Loomian's Shadow Sprints. Yeah, Duskit has Shadow Sprint, but I mean, I'm saying, like, I wouldn't give it Trick Shot, which is Sucker Punch Spirit type, so it can't out-priority all those Shadow Sprinters, like Ursol or Vesperatu. I mean, you can use Shadow Sprint Duskit, I'm not saying you can't, it's just clearly not going to be as good. The Spirit buff is probably all it needs. I mean, yeah, but that's fine. Rose wants it to be bad. Bro, what do you mean I want Duskit to be bad? Look at the amount of freaking changes it's getting, man! It's getting Size Shock, Charclawed, Splitting Headache, which I'm still not actually 100% sure is a good idea. And then these are like, yeah, it needs more support options. Even though it has like every status ailment in the game. fine. Just because of that, okay? Do you know what? Where is mean spiriteds? Yeah, keep talking. Okay, keep talking. Every time this dude is talking, I'm taking another 10% down. Okay, keep talking. Could you give knockout counterpoise and no, not elect I wouldn't give trick shot. Trick shot is signature. Nothing will change when the well, I mean, yeah, the entire point is that it needs some counterplay at least. Do you know what? Do you know what? Actually, no. No. There we are. Yeah. Yeah, there you are. Blame Mufus. It's getting a nerf now. I don't care. It is getting a nerf. It's going down to 10%. Was counterplace removed on Sumo? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I still have one. To be fair though, I'm just saying, I'm being wary. I feel like 50% might be a little much. I would say like 40% is more than fair. It's still gonna nuke, but it might just not barely pick up a 2-shot on some Loomians. So I want to say like 40% might be better. Oofus a talk. Oofus, shut your goofy ass up. I mean, yeah, 50% is definitely a cooler number, more visually appealing, but still, I mean, it was 20% before. Like, old me would have like, oh, that makes no sense, 25%. If it's restricted, 50% is probably fine. I mean, in a doubles format, that's fine. In a singles format, though, that might be overkill, but with, like, Shadow Sprint existing, it might be fine. Shadow Sprint is pretty common. Like, every spirit type basically has it. It might be fine. I honestly think the biggest issue might be the fire type coverage now. Like, Charred Claws and Pyrokinesis, honestly, I feel like it just probably doesn't need that anymore. Like, at least give Vesperatu something else it can wall. It can hit Ancients? I mean, it can nuke them with Splitting Headache. Like, if that Ancient type is status and Dusk status, oh boy. Oh, that Splitting Headache is doing numbers. Nah, Sedimaz is probably gonna stay how it is. Sedimaz is just waiting for a Soul Burst at this point. But anyway, I think Dusk is done. It's got Safeguard. Safeguard is the one that protects you from spread moves, right? Yeah, spread moves. That one's probably fine. Okay. Ikazune. To be honest, I'm kind of just fine to leave Ikazune how it is. I know people have been talking about like changing its ability, but I'm just not doing that. I'm not. It gets both of those abilities. If you wanted to get a new ability, it's got to get a Soul Burst. That's it. That is quite literally it. What does Ikazune have support wise? Like, it could get that electric melee move that is like Thunderstorm related, but I don't know when that's going to be introduced. Well, yeah, but in our game it's not that. It's just that's just what signatures are, Garlash. Signature moves that don't get spread out are mostly to try and help like one Loomian specifically, like give it something new to offer that other Loomians don't. So yeah, like, we don't need every spirit type in the game having Trick Shot. What's the main? More demanding. I think we're fine for now. Maybe. Maybe. The name wasn't Trick Shot originally. That was one that Ibrahim gave it. I actually forgot what the name was. Sparizi does not need pivot. Not gonna lie. Also, right now we're like talking about roamer buffs, not Sparizi. Screw Sparizi, okay? It already has plans to get buffed, I think. Yeah, it's getting climate cannon, okay? That's more than enough for that bug. Teamwork Diebold, to be honest, I think Diebold has enough. I gotta put my foot down, okay? Diebold, the greedy, the greedy asshole, has enough, okay? Bro has like every move and more. It actually is losing one of the moves as well. Where is it? This season? Yeah. It's losing Gale Force, okay? It like quite literally needs to lose it. Diebold quite literally is greedy, okay? I'm telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. It is greedy as hell. It has every move it could ever want and more. What did Wind do? It's dynamic speed changes. Because if Diebold uses Gale Force to set up the Wind weather, is getting priority Wind Summon to cancel any ongoing current weather, and it's giving its air-type Loomian teammates a speed boost immediately. That is the idea. Did you get pit balance? Yes. Can we give Odo Tumultuous? Nah. Hey, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's just too good. Like, I would actually argue it is probably more balanced after, like, okay, I understand now why people are like, okay, this is not a good idea. It would be more balanced if Diebold had Swiffen instead of Gale Force. They both increase their team speeds, but Swiffen doesn't get rid of an ongoing weather that is currently active. It should lose square one. No, I'm saying like Swiffen gives you a bigger speed advantage, but just the fact that Gale Force can also get rid of weather as well. Like, obviously Swiffen would be broken. I'm not saying that is completely fine. I'm saying the fact that Gale Force can also get rid of the ongoing weather effect is like just as equally strong, if not maybe stronger in some situations. We don't need to double buff air in Gust Gamer. Wind is already getting like a huge speed increase because of it. Is Crackle getting an ability change? Yes. It's getting basically Aqua Jaw, no, Aqua Body, but for Ice type. Why Toxic? I mean, why not? I don't think there's really like any other typing that makes sense for it, to be honest. Just why not? Toxic probably won't be affected by like any other weather. That's about it. Someone said you look like you're a snack. Fair. Fair. Yeah, we'll just say pollution, okay? Easy. Air pollution. Makes sense, okay? Makes sense. Just give Nimue Angelus a Nova. No. 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 Nimue is getting lovely virtue, okay? And you know what I say about Jalussa? Don't care. Don't care. Too bad. It's too bad. It's a shame. Too bad. Too bad, okay? I don't care. It ain't getting it. Gamma Pulse is fine. Just because it has a light type boosting ability doesn't mean it needs access to the strongest light type move in the game. It doesn't need it, okay? They don't need it. Nah, I would actually argue Jalussa was way more annoying than Luminama. That thing just sets up and just kept spamming Luster Loot. That thing was definitely the most annoying thing in the game for a while. Actually, Jalussa has no ability. No, it does like, it's stronger than a Null or Gamma Pulse spammer, okay? Are we gonna see weathers for other types or like light and ancient? Ancient probably not. Light, dark, sandstorm, and snowstorm eventually, yeah. Is it like a brick break? Yeah. Soulstorm. It's a spirit type move, and the light types are immune. Like, I have specifically thought about like all of those moves. Every pivot move, minus C-Song. All of like the entry hazard removal. Yeah. Like everything that can like remove or like pivot has counterplay. Flash and Flee can't hit plants, Zip Zap can't hit earth, Fade Away can't hit lights. Like Dissipate, Injured Raw, technically you can provoke them. We don't count C-Song as a signature. Soulstorm can't hit light types. Mudslide can't hit air types. Burn Up and Gust are very strong, but technically you can provoke them. Teardown gets rid of your own screens and entry hazards, and also can be provoked and blocked. I feel like there's another one I'm forgetting. So yeah. Did I get anything in the stream? Not yet, really. Is normal Metronet or Soul Burst Metronet better in PvP? Inferior. Soul Burst. Unfortunately. If you want to use Metronet, just use Soul Burst Inferior right now. It is just better. Unfortunately. Metronet has gotten a lot of nerfs over the past few years, and Soul Burst Imperial just like comes up and just takes his spot. No, not yet, Mythical. I want the pink Gleaming Halloween Dusket. I'll gladly take that. Yeah, I think you can solo all of the raids. I've done videos on them whenever they came out. Their strategies should still work. Submarine should get Aqua Jet as an evolution move instead of Plunge. We don't have Aqua Jet low. Also, it wouldn't be called Aqua Jet, it would be something else. Any chance we'll see... what's that one again? Is that the, like... I don't know what house manor that is, gamer. Is that the one in Brick Bronze where you could get Rotom? Is that the manor you're talking about? I have no idea. I don't work on the maps. Can we give Mutagon Jet Punch? So true. So true. Let's actually just give Mutagon Light Dash. I think that's fair, right? Like, there's totally, like, nothing wrong that can happen with that, right? Surely not. What is the roamer buffs? Yeah, we've buffed a lot of the roamers. Dusky, I think, is done. Maybe a little bit Maulin done. Okay. Protagon isn't getting, like, a huge buff, but to be fair, I think it's fine now. That is, like, I'm happy with Protagon. It might not be, like, the craziest thing, but for singles, it's still pretty strong. Ikazune, I kind of want something else. Like, Ikazune is, like, attacking moves I'm kind of alright with. Maybe some more support options. Dakuda, I mean, there's only, like, one buff you would really do for it, to be honest. Mutagon doesn't really need anything, in my opinion. I was actually thinking about, like, Mat Block, but that's kind of a broken move. Phage Knot is a tough one. Because I physically just don't want to give Phage Knot any coverage. Phage Knot might honestly be fine. It's got Thunder Blast for weather. Thunder Strike, Jolt outside of weather. I think Phage Knot might be fine. It might be a little bit underwhelming, but... Doesn't Phage Knot have Thunder Blast? No. Thunder Blast isn't spread, is it? Thunder Blast is not spread. I don't know why I thought it was. It has a chance to paralyze, right? It has Rant. Good enough, right? Good enough. It's got a spread move. It's got Rant. But yeah. If I can think of like a spread move for Elephage, sure. I just don't have any right now, I don't think. Glissadia, and honestly, these are like pretty freaking big buffs for these two. Like, they can't, like, Glissadia, even with Magnify, still can't break through metal types, but it is going to be a lot better at wall breaking. And then Astaros, it might be able to break through light types easier than Glissadia can break through metal types, but I think it'll be fine. It's a lot slower. It's a lot harder to punish. It's a lot easier to punish. So honestly, I think those are pretty good buffs. Glissadia might be better in doubles than Astaros, because Glissadia has Frost Blast. No, Frost Blast isn't multi-hit as well as it. Frost Blast, I think, has a chance to freeze. Okay. There might be, like, singles Warriors learn. I don't know how good they're going to be in doubles. Astaros has got a move to increase its own speed, and Glissadia can drop the opponent's speed. It might be good. Yeah, like, Glissadia has Frost Breath. Astaros has Blaze Rush. They might find usage. Like, I guess Astaros would be somewhat similar to Koraidon, but obviously, like, a lot weaker. A lot weaker. Morphezu gets Gust back. Honestly, I think that might be fine for Morphezu. Does it need anything else? I don't think it does. Morphezu has just always been pretty good. Even after losing Gust, I still think it's fine. It just kind of like, it isn't like a raid boss anymore with Gust. Like, double set of Morphez was pretty scary, like Peace of Mind and Gust. It was just a raid boss. I think someone told me to give Behemoth Muckbuck. Maybe. I'll think about that one. Muckbuck won't change anything in singles, but it'll change everything in doubles. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I want to give it Muckbuck. Like, just because you have like Tsunami, Earthquake, like, just because there are moves that like hit your allies in doubles doesn't mean I think every Loomian should get the better doubles move. I'm not a big fan of like that mentality. Like, oh, it has Earthquake, so you might as well give it Muckbuck just so I don't hurt my teammate. I don't like that mentality. If we're only doing it for like a few Loomians, okay. But I'm not gonna give everything that has Earthquake Muckbuck. I don't like that. Will you give Duskit talent trade if it becomes a move manual at least? I don't know. Muckbuck might be fine though for this. I'll make an exception. Muckbuck. Leviatros? I mean, it has Frost Breath. Honestly, that's kind of scary. It can control speeds. I just don't know how great Leviatros is gonna be because it's like, it's just fast. That's kind of its biggest problem. That's it. Cosmior apparently is like pretty good. Meatball form probably won't see much usage in doubles, but I still think Meatball is good in singles, so it's fine. Meatball's more of like a singles tanky Loomian. Doubles, I can see Unleash being fairly popular because it just gets rid of current weathers. It just ignores them. So I could see like Unleash being somewhat popular. And its signature move, I believe, hits both opponents. Cosmior Cracked and hit both opponents with his stab move, his signature move. Cracked. I feel like they're all of them are better in singles than doubles, but I think the offensive guys might see some play. Unleash Cosmior is only used on Novadeus teams. Well, sucks for Novadeus, because it's bans. 150 speed that can lower the opponent's speeds. I mean, people told me to give it Frost Breath. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Also, if it just doesn't have Frost Breath, like Leviatros in single battles is like, it really needs like as many damage multipliers as it can get. Like, it needs like Rain Up, it needs a lot of its teammates to be the same typing as it to get the biggest damage increase. We'll see how it goes, I guess. In case there's really good support for both Bane and Fist. Oh, okay. Then I guess it might be useful. It takes so long to swap to a secret ability roamer that may not even have, and then swap back just to weaken and catch it. Or you do this, Sylvilla. You knock out your Duskit and leave it in the front of your party, like I'm doing. Do you see how like I'm immediately starting the battle with Obsidian? You don't need your Duskit to be alive. So next again, Swiftburn, that's probably all it needs. I'm trying to like think. Counterpoise is cool tech for it. I want to say it has Gamma Pulse. I think it has Ferroblast. I could see it. So Nectar might be like more of like a support in double battles, with the option of just like nuking one target if it like really wants to. I think it'll be fine. The typing is like fairly unique. What's up, Nullify? How's it going? Loomian? Soul Nectar. It's getting Swiftern, so I feel like Soul Nectar could be like a pretty good support Loomian. Yeah, Gamma Pulse, Ferroblast, Pester, Swiftern. I could definitely see it being like a good support. Oh, you could even do like Intensify Dazzling Barrage, that's kind of funny. But yeah, all on that low, that's like kind of like somewhat gimmicky, I guess. Swift and Pester, Ferroblast to keep your ally healthy as well. I could see it being pretty good. It's got like fairly good natural bulk. If you want to like completely invest into his defense, that could probably work as well. Nimue should be good after these changes. Like, so far these ones I'm pretty happy with. Elipage I would like to give something else, but I just can't think of anything. I would say like a spreads electric type move, but we just don't have any right now. Yeah, Nimue is great. Metronet, it's getting Vital Jab, Psy Shock, and Splitting Headache, potentially. Again, Metronet I feel like is more of a singles. Does Metronet have Dark Shadow Pulse? If Metronet doesn't have Shadow Pulse, I could give it Shadow Pulse. That might help it out a little bit. What does 1 and 2 mean? These. I left them purposefully on the screen. I just don't have names for them yet. Oh, I'm getting comfort. My back is hurting. Oh, my boost ran out. The heck? I'm getting nice and comfort. With Imperial ban Shadow Pulse Metro, yeah, honestly might not be a bad idea. Does Metronet have Shadow Pulse right now? Ooh, Shadow Pulse? I'd have to like make it a level 1 move, I want to say. Because I don't think anything else has it yet. Yeah, I'll have to make it a level 1 move one. Nevermare, Razor Slash Outburst, again. Nevermare is more of a singles demon than it is doubles. Realistically, I can't see people using Nevermare in doubles, but fairly fast, can hit fairly hard, has more than good natural bulk. It has more than average natural bulk, so it can stay around for a while. The biggest issue is probably support options. It just doesn't have any support at all, I think. Nevermare should have Briar Block. I guess I could give it Briar Block. Yeah, I could give it Briar Block. Because it has a lower melee defense stat as well, so you're encouraging people to hit you with a contact move. Yeah, I like that. Does it already have Briar Block? Does it already have it? Nevermare is decent in doubles because immune to preemptive and it does have provoke. Okay. Is there anything else it could use? Like, Safeguard doesn't make sense because it's like it's a horse that's been taken over by like a parasite. Like does it already have Ferroblast? Speaking about Nevermare, how's it going, bro? Like Ferroblast might make sense for it, but I don't know if we want to go down that route. I don't know if I would even use it, to be honest. Any possibility to buff Mutagon? Honestly, Mutagon is kind of like solid, I feel like. The only thing I gave it was Preemptive Strike and Safeguard. So like, hey, a priority move that you can't use with Braum Boost. Amazing. Parasite? It already has a Parasitize. It already has that. Like, Ferroblast I think actually makes sense if it doesn't already have it. Ferroblast Leviathan. We'll leave it with what we got, okay. Frost Breath is already like fairly good for Leviathan. I don't update the descriptions for it. That's T-Redem. Feroblast Mocho. Frost Breath makes Leviatros restricted. Well, I mean, that's kind of the point, right? That's kind of the point. But to be fair, though, are you going to spend your restricted Loomian on Leviatros just for Frost Breath? What are you going to pair it up with that isn't restricted, that can nuke things? All-Seeing? Yeah, but again, like, it has, like, not really, like, good defenses, so it's pretty easy to remove it. The only thing Leviatros has going for it, for doubles, it seems, is the fastest Frost Breather that can bypass dodge. Pair it with Deladrix. Okay. Okay. That could definitely work. That could definitely work. So we just run... How good is, the Rockfish in doubles? Deladrix, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, how good is Dokimari in doubles? Not good? Damn. Damn. I mean, it has Earthquake, I guess. Okay, well, one's fine. I'll give Nivermere Ferroblasts if it doesn't have it already. I think that's fine. I guess it's a little bit out of characteristic for Nivermere to do it. To, like, heal its teammate. I think it's a little bit out of... No, I don't think Harvest makes sense. Harvest makes less sense than Ferroblasts. I would say Ferroblast, I would say, is somewhat a little bit more fitting. Spike Rush Festifer? Heck no. Brawn Boost? Nah. I don't think it needs Brawn Boosts. Gargolem, Power Focus. How can we break Speed Form and Base Form? Attack Form is not using Power Focus. How do we break Speed and Base? No, Speed is not getting Tempest, okay. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I don't really want to give Dokimori Mudslide. It already is, like, pretty good in singles. I don't want to give it an option to let it remove entry hazards as well. Speed Form is already broken. Attack Form sucks without dodge and plush. Oh. Well, I mean, if you, like, pair it with, like, a bait user, you could probably get... Okay, well, no, because Jetstream only hits one thing. Earthquake hits your ally. Okay, yeah, Gargolem attack is, like, kind of in doubles, I can imagine. Does it get Typhoon? I feel like that's a little bit overkill, though. Gargolem speed would really like Maga or Brawn Boost. I don't really want to do Magnify or Brawn Boost, though. I think those are a little bit overkill. Base is one of the ones that really need the buff. Well, I mean, yeah. It's just really had to do that, though, because it's quite literally base form. Your golem attack is only used in wind. I think that's fine, Len. That might be fine. Is it pure brawny halve goods? Not really. I think halve generally runs like what? Very brawny, dull, clumsy, or something like that. No, Gargolem does not need... For some reason I thought you said Muck Blast. I'm like, bro, come on. Muckbuck might be fine. I just don't want to keep giving everything Muckbuck. I mean, that'll make all of them better, I guess. My throat is so dry. Goddamn. Okay, so Muckbuck. Is there any support? Gargolem defense, they can only set Bond. What else is there? Mat block Gargolem defense, baby. Nah. No, I don't want to give Gargolem Rock Slide. That's a little overkill. It doesn't need to hit more things for super effective damage. Empathize. I'm like thinking like more like safeguard type of things. Like bait is bait would be funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie, but no, it can't be bait. What else is there? Teamwork. Yeah, teamwork works. That might actually be all it needs for defense form. That might actually be all it needs. Safeguard or teamwork and bait? No, that's crazy talk, bro. That's crazy talk. I think teamwork is fine. Biggest bane of haste support, teamwork support. That's probably all it needs. Like Muckbuck, so it can actually deal a little bit of chip damage without hurting its ally. Yeah, I think that's all it needs. It has driving force, so you can like force out potential bad match. Yeah, I feel like it could work. It could work. I could see it doing something. Oh, maybe I give it Gale Force. Right? Gale Force? Oh, but speed form with Gale Force is like kind of broken, but it's so fast. No, I'm not replacing Bitter Touch, man. I'm not doing it. Is Gale Force broken with speed form, or is that fine? Because it's not handed. Gale. Oh wait, I can do that with this one. Gargolem. Gale Force. Okay, I like that. Okay. Done. Done. That's Gargolem done one. Odo Yaga. Does it have nosedive? Because if it doesn't have nosedive, I might as well just give it nosedive, right? What's the double beats description? Because I just kind of gave it to it, but if it's wing related, it might not make sense. Nosedive makes sense. Double beat. Oh, it just says attack the opponent twice. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It has nosedive. Okay, I'll give it double beat still. It should have Typhoon, right? It's getting Judgment for melee. It's got Typhoon. It's gonna get Cyclone, which is S tier name. Okay, S tier name Cyclone. So yeah, I think that's fine. Mind Drain? Does it not have Mind Drain? I'm down for Mind Drain. Mind Drain. And then Odoyaga. Wait, did I already give it? Yeah, it's already getting Gale Force. Sort of getting it. But it could cast Gus when it connects instead of being Mind Typhoon. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's fine just being a Typhoon clone. I think it's fine. Okay, that's probably it for Odo. That's probably fine. Wabalisk, I don't think Wabalisk needs any more buffs, right? Wabba is... that's pretty good for Wabba. That's pretty good for Wabba. Can Pharaoh get Shadow Pulse? Right now we're looking at the legendaries. We'll come back to like other Loomians. Just really had to make Wabba restricted worth it. Well, I mean, yeah. But I think that's fine. Wabalisk, like, isn't broken by nature. It's just really good at what it does. Like, if you need, like, a, ignorant Loomian, Wabalisk is the best to do that. Also, it's, like, pure Ice type, which is, like, a pretty rough typing for it. I think it's fine. Nah, I think Glissadia is fine now. It doesn't need that. You don't need to focus on Elephage. Oh yeah, Elephage is Prevo. Although, technically I am adding Elephage to the restricted move pool, which might be a little bit weird. I'm not entirely too sure if it should be on the restricted list, but technically it's a legendary, technically speaking. Hey, all I'm saying is, it's faster than Phage not. Okay, it is faster. It might work. I don't know if it will or not, but it might. So yeah, Odayaga's good. Wabalisk is good. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's all of the rumors. We're done. We did it! Oh, we did it! There are like some missing off this list, like Nemesis, but Nemesis does not need any buffs, I'm not gonna lie. It just doesn't. Grimuline, I don't think needs Driving Force. I'm not a big fan of that idea. Driving Force with, like, its glove set is, like, okay, whatever. But Driving Force with, like, the Sharp Claws Rocky Helmet one, I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, Mimask is just waiting for his signature. So the goal here is to make as many rumors as possible live up to restricted. Well, that's the goal at least. Some of them might be getting more buffs or bigger buffs than the others, but I think that's fine. They all don't need to like be restricted worthy immediately. We can do some tweaks on them later if they need it. Like, Wabalisk for doubles is probably not going to be that great. I could give it Frost Breath, I guess. Maybe that would help it a little bit. Does Wabalisk have rants? I swear it has rants. It does have rants. Oh. Oh. I could give it Frost Breath, I guess, if it doesn't have that already. Yeah, let's give it Frost Breath. Wabalisk, Frost Breath. There, now I'm happy. Rant with Ignorant? Well, I mean, yeah, but obviously it's mostly for its teammates. Mostly for its teammates, right? It's fine, it's fine. Yes, those are for Season 2, Year 2. I don't think Hasty makes rants less accurate because it isn't melee. I might be wrong about that. No, Phage Knot is not getting coverage. I don't want it to get coverage. Oh no, I got a friend request from Discord. Okay, we're putting bets on it, right? How much you putting down that is gonna be someone asking like, yo, can you help me reach out to this person? I really want to trade for the really, really rare limited item. It ain't like hustle? I actually don't know. I feel like someone brought that up like years ago, like, oh, it doesn't actually affect range attacks, but I might be wrong. Radiant Rush Protagon. Protagon having what? Metal, fire, electric, and then energy surge. Oh wait, does it apply to all attacks? Okay. I was talking about Haste. Thunder Crash Protagon? I'm pretty sure it already has that. Pretty sure. I could actually give it, that electric melee attack that I came up with. That is just, electric melee expanding force by accident. I could give it that, I guess. Oh, it has Electro Punch. Oh, okay. I'll give it that electric move. The electric move right now is like for Dakuda, Protagon if I want to give it to Protagon, and Joltooth, I think I said. Oh. Why'd I shave? Because it's been like 3 weeks since I shaved, and I really needed to. If I let it get any longer, I don't think I could have gotten a razor through it easily. The electric move should be expensive. Yeah, I don't exactly know what energy I gave it. I think I just gave it like 50 energy for now. Just like to see what people thought of it. But yeah, I'm thinking like maybe like... Actually, what's the energy reduction? Is it 25%? It might be fine with like 70. Honestly, it might be like fine for like 75 energy. Why don't I grow my hair out? Because I don't want to. Yeah. Why isn't your max level... Have you tried leveling up once, Harley? Once you get to max level, you need to level up once. I don't know if Pharoglyph needs Mind Drain with Temper. I don't know about that. If I can avoid a melee light time move, I probably will for Protagon. Like, Energy Surge was like, okay, it's got energy in the name. Protagon, Robot, easy. Like, all of the blast moves spread with no effect in doubles. If anything, I would actually probably go with the other way around. I would give them more secondary effects and get rid of the doubles spreads effects. Like, if I was gonna go down like that route, I would do the opposite. I would get rid of all of the doubles spread. Oh yeah, if your Loomian is max level, you can use the power fruits. It won't get you to level 51, but it will evolve your Loomian. Ragoon buff? Bro, I am a Ragoon enjoyer. Ragoon does not need a buff, I'm not lying. Ragoon does not need a buff. Also, Does it not have Harrow? Or am I thinking about something else? Okay, but buff it if I pick it up? Nah. You're the only Ragoon player in the multiverse? Exactly. And Ragoon is awesome. Ragoon is so fun. Do you know what the best feeling is? Seeing the opponent's 7 Loomians and deciding all of these are S-tier abilities. Now this bozo has to decide what ability that I get to steal. Is great every time. It's so good. Like, ooh, look at all these abilities. And you know what's even the best feeling? When they lead up with Zulong, and for some reason they don't switch out immediately, they go for Ancient Raw. Thanks for the free Brute Force, man. I'm using that myself. Thanks. My Naligash now doing damage. The only downside is I can't use Preemptive Strike anymore. But yeah, it's great. Okay. Give Kanibo Savage Horn? Honestly, that is not a bad idea. To be honest, that is not a bad idea. I gotta be careful though, because a lot of these Loomians that were like mega buffing, if they get Soul Burst, they might just get broken out the gate. Yeah, I think it is so far. My best find, monkey. Can Surebot have Thunderstrike? It has it's gonna get Climate Cannon. You can use that. You can use Climate Cannon. Ambush Savage Horn sounds scary. True, but it sounds fun. And people are slacking on the ambush users, okay? People, that might be like one of the next Loomians I pick up. I might go and pick up Terrafly, or I probably won't pick up Joltu because I generally already have Meditoad on my teams, but I might pick up Kanibo. Climate Cannon doesn't do it in doubles, what do you mean? Climate Cannon doesn't do it in doubles. Eh. Because it runs Wind Globe, Sugar Rush? I mean, you can run it with Overclock. Just do that. Why would you waste... In double battles, why would you waste Sugar Rush? Wouldn't you want, like, Overclock? Because as soon as you switch out, you just lose your Sugar Rush now. Like, it's one and done. Like, why would you not use Overclock? I mean, yeah, Sugar Rush applies to all weathers, but I mean, if you switch out your, Surebot, then it doesn't get a speed increase anymore. I'm saying you gotta use Climate Cannon. I'm not giving it Thunderstrike. You gotta use Climate Cannon, and you gotta use it in Thunderstorm weather. That's what I'm forcing you to do. Metal Shriek, Wind Globe, and you never switch out? Well, then you don't get an Electric type move, I guess. You don't get the Electric type move. Okay, Azeroth. Can Picolio get more moves? We'll think about it. We'll think about it. What does it even want? I don't really need Azeroth. I've already got enough of them. What's the chance of Bitter Touch? It's either 10% or 30%, I think. The wiki might have the percentage, maybe. I don't think Picolio needs Stratagem, to be honest. Will Shard Storm ever get distributed? Yes. I'm also made it for the raids. The idea for like every raid Loomian is to try and give them at least one spread move to make them a little bit more difficult. Some things will probably get it. I would assume Celesting might get it. Protagon might potentially, maybe. I have not gotten the chance to play Zia yet. I'm not playing it for a while. I don't have a Switch 2, and I'm not gonna buy one for one game, and I'm not gonna play it on the Switch 1. When are we getting Cosmic Chime? Oh, the signature move? I don't know. I would hope maybe with that restricted format, but I'm not sure. I'll probably just make videos on it, Karam. I probably wouldn't stream it. Okay, like, my playthrough, I probably would record it. Shardstorm Valkyrie? Yeah, that could work as well. Basically, any metal type, Shardstorm. Here's my idea. High pitch reach, chains to 90 power, and spread with no... No. If we're gonna do that, just make a new move. Why are we changing high pitch reach? It's meant to be like a... like, not quite top tier as like resonate, but it's like a secondary option if I don't want to give something resonates. We can just make a new move for that. No, this is just Mecha Obsidragon. It's just a reskin. I mean, I didn't even finish the game, Karam. The Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was so ass. I think after that last stream, I just didn't play the game anymore. It was so bad. So, yeah. Moves with less than 100% accurate. That's try to gamble. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point. So, like, for like making moves not completely free, for like Rogue Assault, they have like the defense decreases, but some moves just don't have secondary effects. They just have an accuracy debuff. Can we give Hydrolan Drudge or Braum boosts? I'm mostly waiting for the item for it. That's the first thing I want to do. I don't want to keep buffing Hydrolan and then give it that critical hit item. I would rather wait. I just don't know when that's going to be low. Odasho doesn't need pivot. Lumella doesn't need pivot. Muchun does not need coverage. As long as you use your favorite Mega. What's your favorite Mega? Are you doing that? I don't know if this is considered gambling or not. Like, you could argue for it, I guess, but I don't think it quite falls under that definition. Because technically you can get everything free to play. Technically speaking, you can get everything free to play. And all of like the alphas and gammas are cosmetic. They aren't like something you actually need for the game. So I think, technically speaking, it's not gambling. Are we not allowed to have another Mystic Wand item like in the game anymore? I could do like more of those. I just don't know what I would do or for who. Will there be a Christmas event? Maybe. The Halloween event isn't over, so I'm not going to talk about potential Christmas. That's a while away. Nah, I don't think Celesting needs Discordance. Signature items should be locked to the single stages. Yeah, but not all of them need it. Like, Gobademic could get, like, a signature item. But what is there that would make Gobademic worth it? Because I feel like you would just rather run Clutch Plushie, maybe Goggles, or like a Toxic Essence. Makes all of its moves always poison. I don't know if I like that low. I don't know. What other single stages are there? Swirl does not need an item. Icicle already has broken Soul Burst, and honestly, normal Icicle isn't bad. What else is there? Surebot? Okay, Surebot, yeah. Maybe. Give Gobademic a Clutch Plushie that also gives it +2 range attack when it activates. That's pretty freaking cool. I don't know if I like that low. Like, Soldiers' item is unique. Well, I guess it technically was unique until we got Goggles. So maybe that's not like a terrible idea. We should give Glissadie a deep freeze. No, Glissadie is not getting deep freeze back again. That is not happening. Nah, it's getting Magnify and Psycho Blast. That's all it needs, I would say. Boonery. Yeah, I can't really do anything for Boonery. I think Pokemon give Ditto like some powder items, but you would physically never use them because you would want a Choice Scarf or Focus Sash. Like, you would just never use the powder items on Ditto. We turn Mystic Wand into Fit Club. Nah, Mystic Wand is fine. Gobademic doesn't need like a damage increase, which is like, I'm kind of struggling. Like, it doesn't need a damage increase. Given its special item, like defense increase is kind of a waste because it's not going to do anything. Making it faster is just not a good option. We give Boonery Clutch Plushie and Specialty Boots in one? No, we're not doing that. I'm not sure, Zuck. I don't work on the arcade rewards. Like, if I got like a PvP item that makes sense in the arcade, then sure, but that's about it. Vesperatu doesn't really need any buffs, I'm not gonna lie. People are sleeping on Vesperatu. I don't know why people think it's god-awful. It's still like a B or A tier Loomian. It's still like one of the only Loomians in the game that can completely wall Mutagon, completely wall Ursol. Like, Vesperatu is still goods. I don't know. Vixtra? Vixtri? I'm not sure, I don't deal with that. Yeah, you can do Fadeaway Vesperatu in Dream Teams, I'm not giving it Fadeaway. People have asked for that for years. No, it quite literally doesn't need it. Okay, what other solos are there? Solitaire already has this wand, Gobidemic, I have no idea. Attack increase, no. Defense increase, no. Speed increase, no. Like, a stat increase just doesn't work for Gobidemic. If his signature item is just like, oh, it guarantees poison and everything, yeah, but then it can't run a clutch plushie. And I don't like the idea of giving a clutch plushie and poison everything guaranteed. Icygul doesn't actually need one. Icygul is probably like the best solo Loomian. I feel like Icygul just doesn't need an item. Just give it clutch as a secondary ability? Yeah, I guess. But nah. But nah. What else is there? No. Does not need one. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like most of them just don't need them. Give an Icygul a niche item that is always bits, but for prevos because of the entry, I don't really want to do that. Okay, let's write some of these ideas down, okay? Gobidemic, Icygul, Swirl, oh, sure, Bob. Item that makes all of the users toxic type moves 100% guaranteed. Targets. That's the only thing I can think of. Boonery, I don't think Boonery needs one. Realistically. I feel like that would just be a waste. Boonery, I just don't think needs one. Yeah, Boonery only runs boots, maybe sometimes clutch plushie. I feel like it would just be a waste. Boonery will physically just never use it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about Boonery. And giving Boonery like a lot. Boom. Easy, baby. Easy. Easy, baby. Oh, let me zoom in. An item that gives Boonery an Omni boost if it doesn't transform. Super gimmicky. You're quite literally probably never gonna have that happen because it only works if you send in Boonery against a Boonery. Exactly. The only way this works is if you're battling against the Nulla Boonery. Boonery only has Startle. Boonery has Emulates. It'll get the stat increase and then it will transform. Make it so it doesn't transform when it's holding the item. Well, I mean, you would just never have this activate, though. Yeah, Boonery only has Two-Face. The only way this works is a Boonery mirror match. It's super gimmicky, but I think it's kind of funny enough. Like, that might be fine. That might be fine. I think it should be allowed to transform after it because it's like such a gimmick. The fact that you're running the item is like, why? It's funny but useless. Exactly. Exactly. So we could even do +2 stats and it would still be completely fine. We could give Boonery a +6 stat. No, it shouldn't be a random stat. Because I'm assuming you're gonna say it should work before it transforms and then it transforms, but given any Loomian, just a random +1 is broken. Especially because it will always copy the opponent's stat increases as well anyway. So it only works on Mirror Match, Scapegoat, and Facade. Maybe? I think? Okay, is there any like other tweaks that we could do for that one, just making it like not, I guess, broken in case it does happen? Like it's consumable, so it only works once. What else? Please do plus. No, I don't want to do +6. I honestly think that's fine. Could you explain the new items? These aren't like meant to be good on a lot of them. 101. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so Booner one's is done, right? Done. Kind of funny. Probably never gonna see it ever used. Very gimmicky. If you get it to work, I mean, honestly, fair play, I guess. Gobidemic, that's the only thing I can think of for Gobidemic. I don't think it should be a built-in clutch plushie and something else. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, I feel like this might honestly just be fine for a Gobidemic, to be honest. It's like super niche, but I mean, yeah, you could maybe... It has its uses, I guess. Maybe. It might be fine. Like, I don't think these items necessarily need to be like, oh, they always want to use these items over everything else. It's just not going to happen like that. Sorch is like the exception. Like, Epidemics, I think, is like, if it's like providing a small niche, I think is fine. Toxicking Guaranteed, I think, is niche enough to be usable. Robot should be a snow cone, and it makes it so it can use out of order twice in a row. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Will Halloween Soldier be permanently in Halloween? Probably not. Also, carry on for another 43 months. Snow Cone, let the user use disabled moves. So you could just spam out of order. I would make that consumable if we're gonna go down that route, but I don't know. I don't know. Would you actually use it? You would, because Sugar Rush. Like, you would actually use it because of Sugar Rush. I feel like it's a little bit too good, to be honest. I think it's a little too good. I don't think it should be, like, that strong. Make it a consumable is fine, but I don't know if I would do that. But a Sureball, yeah, and Sureball, like, legitimately, like, isn't bad, and it's meant to be the bad Loomian. Like, it's legitimately just not that bad. I mean, yeah, if you want to, like, try and get specifically, like, Metronet, Gamma, or, like, Dusket, but if you want to wait until part 2, that's also fine. Solchi gets free stat boost, bro. This is not broken. Yeah, but Solchi is, like, so difficult to sweep. Sureball, I feel like it getting Sugar Rush boosted and 2 out of orders in a row could easily sweep people if given the chance. Item that makes... You can always change it later, I guess. Item that... activates when the user uses a move that has a cooldown. Will let the user use that move immediately. Again, if chosen. Consumable. I feel like I worded that horribly. Chains Boonery's item to +1 priority, kind of seems useless with boots. Has a nice niche. Well, I mean, that's the point. Boonery will never have an item that isn't boots. Also, giving Boonery priority when it can transform into every Loomian is straight up broken. Like, that is broken. Boonery's item is more like, haha, that's kind of funny. Anyway, here's boots. You can say disabled. Item that activates when the user uses a move that so it works with provoke and taunts. Provoke and taunt. I kind of also want to lock it behind out of order, to be honest. I just kind of want to lock it behind out of order. I mean, think about it. Out of order can now be used twice in a row, and you're getting a Sugar Rush boost. I don't think it needs to, on top of that, give you provoke immunity. That's too much. That's too much. That is too much. Should I just lock it to out of order, I guess? Item that activates after the user uses out of order. the item will be consumed and will let the user use out of order on the very next turn if chosen to. I feel like that's kind of poorly worded as well. But I think it gets the point across. Don't consume it when you first use. Don't consume it when you use the first? What do you mean? Consume it after the second? No. Why would it be the second? I feel like it should be like immediate, right? Oh wait, okay. I know what you mean now, I know what you mean. Item that activates when the user tries to use out of order while it is on cooldown. The item will activate and let the user use the move during this turn and consume item. Okay, that I guess makes sense. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Okay. Can you let Gobidemic's item also let it poison toxic types? Honestly, if I'm doing that, I would do that. Oh yeah, I guess when bots and let bots use the move during this turn. So Sugar Rush will activate immediately? Yeah. Well, the downside to that is you don't get your Sugar Rush turn 1. So like your second out of order that you try using, like, here's the situations. Surebot versus Mbit, who cares? If Mbit's faster, it gets to go for a move, Surebot goes for out of order, then Mbit's gonna move again first the second turn, and then your item will hit, and Sugar Rush will activate. So you're not getting Sugar Rush activating on turn 1. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Those are pretty good items okay so far. What can I think of for Icicle and Swirl? Someone said like anti-provoke for Icicle. Where's Icicle's dex entry? Icicle. Next to Pharoglyph, right? Yeah. One with spirit that mimics the shape of a gift in hopes that children will want to play with it. Yeah, it's kind of weird. With that Gobby item, you'd have to change Immunize to not hear the status if they somehow got inflicted with one. No, Immunize would be the exact same now as if Benelin uses poison. It would work the exact same way. So like if Gargolem speeds has Immunize and gets hit with poison, it will get poisoned and then Immunize will clear it. It'll work the exact same. Soulbless Icicle is just really good with its ability. It's like really good. It's Because the mimics will make it related to that. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what it could be. Because I already, like, Icicle is pretty good. Obviously, Swirl is broken, that's why it's banned, but, like, outside of Swirl, Icicle is probably the best single-stage Loomian if we don't take items into consideration. Oh yeah, all of these don't need to be consumable, by the way. Like, this one isn't consumable, but these two are. Maybe the held item copies the effect of the opponent's held item. I don't like that low. I don't know about that. Double impersonate damage, I don't think that's a good idea either, to be honest. No, we brought back Halloween Soldier to see if people wanted to see the old reskins come back or not. Might as well do like a test run, I guess. So it's a bad impersonate user? Yeah, true. Okay. Item that lets Icicle use its melee attack stat for all damage dealing for all attacks when using impersonate. Yeah? Yeah? So, like, if you pull Ferroblast, you'll use your melee attack stat. I mean, it's not good. I'm definitely not saying it's good, but you could, in theory, use it. Okay. This might be a bit too much. Should I also make it so if Icicle uses Bag of Tricks, it also uses melee attack stat? Like Bag of Tricks and Impersonate? Item that lets that when Icicle uses impersonate and Bag of Tricks, I'm trying to think how to word this. Come on, man, what the heck? Item that lets Icicle use its melee attack stats instead of its melee attack stat when using ranged moves that are pulled from impersonate and Bag of Tricks. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Item that lets Icicle use this melee attack stat when using ranged moves that are pulled specifically, because I don't want Icicle to use like Spectral Burst or whatever. Yeah, it's like a fun item, that's fine. I mean, it's like Booner. Booner's item is like not good, but it's kind of funner. Okay. Don't work. I'm trying to like type all of this stuff. Okay. What do you want from me, man? Why not make Parting Gift as max damage? That's not as good though. Icicle's item becomes Maraith. Yeah, I guess. But still, who cares? Okay, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. Also, Fulmer Wraith, it doesn't fully invest into both of its attack stats, right? So in theory, it's better for Icicle if you want to run like max melee attack with like Brawner, right? I'll take this meta adaptation in the ever glorious Bag of Tricks. Exactly, we've got to get ready for the Bag of Tricks season, okay? So Swirl gets one more stat boost and consumes item. Oh hell no, bro! What the heck? Oh hell no. Okay, this might be weird. Item that lets Swirl ignore the health cost from its ability. However, it only gets one stat increase at the end of each turn instead of 2. I feel like that's a nothing burger. You would rather just run Health Amulet. So who cares? Yeah, it is just worse than Health Amulet. Damn it! Okay. Double it. Item that lets Swirl get double effects from ability, baby! Let's go! Still worse than Health Amulet. You would rather run Health Amulet still? No, not simple. You would take twice the amount of damage, and you would get twice as many stat increases. Wouldn't it make sense to nerf the base ability before making the item? No, because it's still gonna be banned. It's just, why not? Yeah, it would get false random stat increases, and it would lose like 1/8 of its health instead of 1/16. But at the same time, then you just don't have like any healing options, so it's still worse health amulets. Okay, here's a nuller idea. That lets Swirl turn off its ability after it activates once. Maybe? So like Swirl doesn't have to worry about it constantly losing health. It gets one random stat increase and then it turns off. I'm trying to like think of other alternatives that is just maybe usable. But again, you would still just rather run Health Amulet. Why are you thinking hard about this? Because I don't want it to be completely like, oh, what's the point? Swirl's held item could be Milkshake, but it's 50%. You decrease all of your stats, but nah. Complex Swirl to only hold the item and can't hold an item, so it's elite. No. Yeah, Dorigo would then get Appetite as well, which is oof, not a good idea. Do we just do like the double time effect, I guess? Yeah, So now you lose what, 1/8 your health at the end of every turn, and you get +4 stats. Are all Loomians getting a special HUD item? No, this is just for like the Loomians that don't evolve, and are probably never gonna get a evolution. Icicle doesn't evolve, it already has like a Soul Burst form. So yeah, we good now? I think that's it. I think I'm happy with all of those, to be honest. I think I'm happy. Like, Icicle, okay, Gobidemics is... It gives it a purpose, it's kind of cool. I like that one. Icicles is like, okay, it's very specific, it's very niche, it's only like for really like certain game modes, like arcade game modes. Who cares about Swirl? Surebot is usable for a signature move and Sugar Rush. It isn't inherently broken though. Technically speaking, this is just worse than using another item. I think Chocolate Bar is actually still better on Surebot because your Sugar Rush ability will activate immediately rather than on the next turn, but I think it like offers something unique, I guess. And Boonery is just kind of funny, who cares? Boonery is funny. Okay, there we are then. Save, and save. I don't know when those items are gonna come to the game, but sure. Sounds funny enough. Yeah, I think like a globe would be probably the best for Surebot. Like a globe. I think apparently in doubles people are using Wind Summon Globe on Surebot with Sugar Rush. But yeah, like Chocolate Bar, whatever. Snow Globe would actually activate its ability immediately without it needing to use any moves, which I guess is why you use it. Also, nice. We got another Alpha Bun Puff. The Bluff Climate Cannon. True. I think Volclo could use a buff. I mean, yeah, maybe at some point. Ugh. Why don't we give Nautilus some more coverage? Or Wise? But what's the neat part? It doesn't need coverage because it has Wise. That's the neat part. It doesn't need coverage. Yeah, could I add Volclo again, Earthquake, and Timber Crash? Oh, there was actually an idea someone came up with a while ago. Future changes to look into. Loomians, new moves trying to introduce. Yeah, we'll put those all the way to the bottom. Coconuts bomb. Change to deal 33% more damage if the move is super effective. Is that what it is? Is it 33? Did I make 33% up? I just kind of made 33 up. Is it 33 or is it meant to be like 30 or something? Given Wintrix coverage should make Wintrix broken? I mean, yeah. You can't burn cheese, but that's better. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Well, it'll still have the burn effect, right? Or should it get rid of the burn effects? I feel like it could have both. Maybe just bump up the energy cost a little bit. How much does it cost? Coconut Balm? 45 energy. Yeah. Would recoil, burn, and damage boost be too much? I guess you're right. I actually forgot about the recoil power. Yeah, let's get rid of the burn effects. Yeah. That makes sense. I kind of forgot about the recall part entirely. It's fine, we get rid of... No, the recall part stays, okay. The recall part stays. So that means actually you recall yourself more now. Wouldn't you just give it Timberfresh then? But Coconut Bomb though, man. It's funny, haha. Also, is this technically better than Coconut Bomb or Timberfresh now? Or are they like about the same? Are they like the same? What's... Yeah, I think it'll be the exact same. But it's cheaper. So if you're hitting things for like neutral or resisted, you're doing less damage, but if you're hitting things for super effective damage, you're using less energy. And maybe you have less recoil? I'm not sure. Yeah, Coconut Bomb has recoil. I mean, its animation is it crashing down with a bomb in its mouth. It should have recoil. Okay, I'm happy with that one. Do we just buff Coconut Bomb a little bit as well then to make it like worth using over Timberfresh just in general? Like 95 base power? Maybe? Kind of similar to Nosedive? But then again, like I feel like it's already better than Nosedive now with those changes. Why is Swolder losing webbing and not apprehension? I don't want to completely get rid of apprehension. Also, webbing was because Swolder is based on a spider that doesn't actually produce webs. So the idea was, okay, let's just get rid of that ability. Look at Swolder's entry. What does the entry say? Damn it, it does say webs. I actually didn't realize it said that. Okay, well I'm gonna talk to whoever designs Swolder and then we'll go from there, I guess. I'll talk to whoever designed it. I actually did not realize it said that. Why has everyone been telling me, Len, Swolder is based on a spider that doesn't have webs? Why have people been telling me that, Len? When its description says that? I've been getting non-stop people asking, like, why does Swolder have web moves? It's not meant to have them. Like, bro, people are just making stuff up. I think it's meant to be a trapdoor spider or something, I'm guessing, or like a gargantuan spider. Oh, who cares? Who cares? I'll change apprehension one. Did I spell it right? I think I did. Who cares? Could we get lucky Gobidemic? Nah. Nah. Just make... Nah, webbing isn't a terrible idea. I mean, I guess it is just kind of like slimy. What's Swampy? Is Swampy a clone as well, or is Swampy slightly different? Swampy's if Mawamurk uses a move, right? Webbing is fine. Webbing is fine. I'll just change apprehension to whatever this is gonna be. Nah, Ragoon can keep it. Ragoon already has ability thief. I'm telling you, Ragoon does not need anything. As the only Ragoon player, Ragoon does not need anything. Ragoon is perfect. Ragoon is actually perfect. Oh, when plant. Okay, got it. Okay. Conspire would kind of make sense on it, I guess. Apparently that ability broke again. I don't know how. I don't get it, man. Why do abilities just break for some reason? We haven't touched it at all. Yeah, Swampy is like when Mawamurk uses a plant type move. I think originally Swampy was actually just Slimer. Originally. Give teamwork to Tayushinu line. What does Tayushinu do in doubles? What does it have? No, I mean like before Swampy got introduced into the game, Isaac. I think Swampy originally was Slimy clone. Okay, doubles... Tayoshi... Evo line... Teamwork, I think you said, right? Teamwork? No, I'm talking about before it was in the game, Ash. Before Swampy was in the game, publicly, it was a Slimy clone. And then I changed it before it got released. I was like, oh wait, I already have webbing and Slimer. There's no need for a third ability that does the exact same thing. Let's change it. Ow. For your pity encounter on the game, you got an alpha black Halloween dusket. Ooh, nice, man, nice. Okay, what else is there, Len? Like, what else could, like, desperately use a buff that hasn't been touched for a while? Is there anything else, really? I feel like we've got, like, all of the basics down now. Yeah, I can't think of anything. The only thing you found so far is Gamma Greastone. And that's still, like, not too bad. I like Greastone personally. But, yeah. Good luck to finding something else. Isn't Greastone, like, somewhat uncommon as well? Bark does not need anything. Bark is still amazing. No, Ragoon actually doesn't need anything. I'm telling you, it is perfect. Preemptive strike, double entry hazard, gnarly gash, or slap down, that's all you need. Ragoon doesn't need anything else. Eliguana? Eliguana is just kind of solid. I feel like Eliguana doesn't really need anything. Enibo plus Savage Horn. Someone said that earlier. I think that is fine. Yeah, Ragoon could use a new model, I guess. Can we get a setup move that increases accuracy and speed? Probably not. Probably not. I guess Dainuki, since he become homeless after losing his move. I mean, it's getting Quash, I guess. I don't know. Raging Howl Cosmeleon. Cosmeleon is already getting a buff to its ability. I'll do that one first. Does Dainuki have Tribute? I don't actually know off the top of my head. I want to say no. I'm gonna say no. I don't think it does. I don't think Imperior needs Hazy Shroud. Imperior, oh, okay. Imperior has Handy as well. I don't think it needs it. Akalos does not deserve Spike Rush. Akalos is pretty good, I would say. All Akalos really needs is its signature move, like Ice type Rogue Assault, I think it was. Or something like that, Hammeram, something like that. I think that's all it needs. Akalos is kind of already scary enough. Servalon actually isn't dead. I think Servalon is still fine. It was an Ice type 110 that only lowers melee defense. Oh. Yeah, I think that's all it needs. I don't think Servalon needs anything. Like, having Extreme Speed be a signature move is kind of freaking nice, not gonna lie. It's kind of nice. I hope that we can find Noli Metronet as Gamma. Oh, I'm trying, man, I'm trying. That's like giving all of the Servalon male forms Savage Horn. But oh wait, the female ones. Oh wait, they're antlers. I keep forgetting they're antlers. Antlers and horns, they're the exact same thing. You can't prove me wrong, okay? They're the exact same thing, okay? My luck trolled me low. I could have gotten an alpha. Ooh, what do you get, like a Kabunga or something? Are we gonna get Mega Kick distribution? Eventually. I gotta make all of the other kicks as well. Like, we don't have, like, Thunderous Kick, or... I guess it would be Electro Kick. I don't know about... Chili Kick sounds kind of dumb. Chili Kick sounds dumb as hell. Yeah, we've got Mega Kick, Mega Punch... Frost Kick? Yeah, I guess Frost Kick would make more sense. I was thinking of, like, the Chomp, to be honest. Primal Kick sounds pretty dumb, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we need a Ancient type kick. I think it's fine to get, like, Electro Kick, Frost Kick, call it a day for now. I think I'm fine with Dainuki not getting anything, like, right now, because it was already, like, so oppressive on release. We can come back to that one later, to be honest. I mean, yeah, like, if we wanted, like, a kick, it would probably be, like, a Stomp for Ancient types. When are we getting kick once we have punch? Yeah. Yeah. If I look at the simple time moves really quickly. Strike, okay, strike. Hit the target with a tail, paw, wing, etc. That's your kick, okay? There's kick. I guess we could probably get a kick low. Like, some Loomians in the future might not even... Oh, actually, yeah, like, some Loomians just might not have hands in the future. So, like, maybe a kick makes more sense. I guess. If you go check out the Game Pass members, I think the new odds are displayed there. I just don't remember them off the top of my head, but I want to say... I think wild secret abilities are still 256, but I might be wrong. Oh yeah, Mocho hasn't got hands, but it's not a melee attacker. It's not a melee. Oh wait, we got hop kick, bro. Yeah, we already have hop kick. Yeah, Nevermere has the Parascythe, I think. Plant type Parasitize clone. Will Vari get another evolution? A lot of this, I think actually all of this evolution designs have been made already. We're just like waiting to put them into the game. I've done like a lot of their... I don't know if I've done all of them yet, but I've done like the majority of their stats and abilities. And some of their adaptive assaults. Oh, and that is my boosts. Oh, damn, we've got a bump off on our last encounter with no boosts on. It could have been Gamma. No, it could have been Gamma. Parasol ain't got hands. True. But I mean, we don't have any licks, I don't think, right? I don't think. Not a bad haul. We did pretty decent today. Well, I guess we only got really like these two things, but sure. Make Dawdle lower range attack or range defense and give Dawdle to lower. Nah, I might eventually like introduce more moves like that, but I don't. Why does Dawdle need to be changed? Do we already have like a exact clone of it already? Dawdle. Oh, the stare. Oh, it is. Dawdle and stare are the exact same thing. Oh. I feel like I would make stare the range defense one. I feel like Dawdle makes sense to be melee defense and stare to be range defense. But we'll see. I'm probably gonna forget that low. I should, I guess, write that down. Stare. Change to lower range defense instead of melee defense. Okay, done. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Probably not for a while. I probably won't do that with the doubles one. I think that's fine. Anyway, I'm probably gonna leave the stream off here, okay? I'm gonna go eat. I got some pork sticks, and then I'm gonna go record for a bit. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe? I don't think I have meetings tomorrow. I think it's Tuesday. I have meetings, I forgot. Yeah, I don't have any meetings tomorrow.